This is the AV Report, and I'm your host, Justin O'Connor. So, if you're unfamiliar with this series, I'm going to expound on my opinion on something and drawing from my years of experience in product development for pro audio products. And then we're going to talk about some news and some new products that have hit this week or maybe in the last week or two. So, here's my thing. We're going to talk about something that applies to conference rooms. A very common question that has been asked of me in the past is, what's the one thing I can do for my conference room to make it better with respect to AV? And I usually say something like, you need acoustic treatment without even seeing the room, because that's probably true. But I'm going to put it on something else as my one key. If there's one lever to pull, something that's going to make a difference, it's your microphones. Microphones are not a place to value engineer. You want to spend good money on good microphones. If you found a USB puck that has a speaker and microphones and AEC built in, and the whole thing is $75, you didn't do yourself a service. Spend money on professional microphones and spend on more of them. Get more than you think. If you're an integrator, design more in than you think the room needs. If you're an end user, ask for more microphones than the integrator says it may need. More microphones means more coverage, and it means the other part of this, which is the microphones are closer to the people speaking. The fewer microphones you have, by nature, the further away they are from more of the people who are speaking. The ideal solution is that you have one microphone in close proximity to each person speaking. That's the best solution. And so these are my two levers. The cost of the microphone, the quality, get professional quality microphones and get them close to the people speaking. Now, this gets into a little bit of a controversial topic: ceiling microphones versus table microphones. Hands down, table microphones give you a better opportunity for better audio capture because they're closer. That's just the way it goes. That's just acoustics. There are ceiling solutions that are trying to get around this. Beamforming arrays, active beamforming arrays are a good attempt to take care of that, and they do a better job than just single element microphones kind of dashed across the ceiling at a high ceiling height. I mean, yes, these arrays do better, but being physically close to the people speaking is the best thing for a microphone. So, look, if you want to value engineer, take that display down from 62 or 64 inches down to 55, because it's probably already too big for the room anyway. Maybe we'll talk about that next week. And take that money and spend it on microphones. All the backbone infrastructure in the world, all the expensive DSP and programming time in the world, which are important things to spend on as well, none of those can make up for poor audio capture from the wrong microphone solution or microphones that are too far away from the people speaking. So, that's it. One thing that you can do for your conference room, I don't care how big your conference room is, how you use it, one thing you can do that makes the biggest difference: microphones. So our first news item for this episode is coming from AV Stumpfl with their Wings Engine RAW servers. All right, you got 4K displays, you have 8K displays. You have the backbone and infrastructure to actually run that. You have now endpoints that can network and the backbone to run 4K and 8K. But where do you store all that? The content it's big files. It's hard to record, hard to capture, hard to store, hard to play back without the right equipment. So look to the AV Stumpfl RAW servers, the Wings Engine RAW servers. These are 4K and 8K, 444 color sampling. They run up to 120 frames per second in terms of what they can store and stream. So these are really robust video content servers for your 4K, your 8K, your 444, and again, all the way up to 120 frames per second. So if you're going to invest in those displays and all the backbone to make it work, you might as well be investing in the right storage method. So I would recommend checking out AV Stumpfl Wings Engine RAW servers. Our next news story is coming from Peerless-AV. They've just announced the new all-in-one kiosk. So if you need a digital signage solution that pretty much installs right out of the box and is a freestanding kiosk, you might want to check out these all-in-one kiosks from Peerless-AV with BrightSign technology in them as well. These are 55-inch displays. They have 6-touch IR for interaction opportunities. These are great for wayfinding displays. They're great for entertainment, for events. They can be used for digital merchandising, whatever kiosk type application you need. And you don't want to have to custom build a kiosk. You want something that'll just roll right in. Definitely check these out. These are, again, all-in-one 55-inch displays from Peerless-AV with bright sign technology built in. Our final news item from the world of AV products is from Vaddio, and that is the QuickCat Universal Ceiling Camera Mount. Get your microphones off the ceiling, get your cameras on the ceiling. It's actually not a bad place for a camera, especially with the features that the QuickCat includes. So you can put a fixed camera or a PTZ camera up there. You can also implement this with Vaddio's One Link, which gives you control over power. It gets the video signal and control over the PTZ of the camera itself, all on a single cable, a single Cat5e or Cat6 cable. And these have adjustable column lengths, so you don't have to put in a ton of effort guessing at the length and then trying to order to that. You have an adjustable column for those cameras, so you can set them to the height that you need. So if you're going to put something on the ceiling, I think the camera is a good thing to put on the ceiling, and Vaddio agrees with their new QuickCat modular ceiling mount for cameras. Our final piece of news is not from the AV industry at all, and so you're just going to have to indulge me because I'm the one with the camera and a microphone. Destiny 2 launches today. Well, at least the day I'm recording this. You'll probably see this at the earliest on Thursday, the day after, but I don't care. Destiny 2 launches. If you're into gaming at all and you're not familiar with the Destiny franchise, or maybe you're familiar but didn't play it, check out Destiny 2. It's going to be worth it. And there, thank you for indulging me. I'll get off that now. Look, I really appreciate everybody watching. I'm enjoying doing this, and if you appreciate what I'm doing and you're enjoying what I'm doing, please share it. That's what I'm asking of you for now, is to share it, so we can get as many people seeing this as possible. Thanks again for joining me here on the AV Report, and I will see you again next week. And remember, go see some live local music in your area or wherever you're traveling to. It's good for you, and it's good for the musicians. Thanks.